a court document was released by the courts relating to Jeffrey Epstein's defamation case. In that document were the names of all the people that were somehow associated with the monster.
Yeah, I'm about to expose every lie they done told, like how they trafficking kids and why they ain't got a soul. They feeding off our energy, trying to destroy the globe. They got weather control, they even making it snow. But we can't run from it, gotta grab it by the antler.
I'm pretty sure by now everyone is aware of the fact that Epstein's flight log list was released. And this list was over 99 pages long. So, you know, there's no way that we're going to be able to cover every name in this video. Okay. But I do believe that we're going to get down to some of the major names inside of this video, man. And at this point, I believe that no one should be shocked by the names, man. But, you know, without further ado, man, I just want to start this video off by saying, man, I cannot confirm or deny anything that's about to get ready to be said in this video. But as always, I will ask that you use discernment when dealing with the information. And let's go ahead and just jump into this.
A court document was released by the courts relating to Jeffrey Epstein's defamation case. In that document were the names of all the people that were somehow associated with the monster. The names that were on that document, even though many like myself had already known these names for some time now, still have shocked the masses. People are asking why there were so many world leaders and A-list celebrities associating with a man like Jeffrey Epstein. In today's episode, we will be going through some of those world leaders and celebrities who ended up being listed in the document. As much as I would love to dig deep into what these people were doing with Jeffrey, I am going to avoid doing that here on YouTube for my channel and my safety. First, we're going to be looking into the world leaders who have been discovered to have been somehow associated with Jeffrey Epstein. One of the biggest names that was released in the court document was former President Bill Clinton. It is reported on these documents that Bill visited Jeffrey's infamous island not once, but several times. It is rumored that he visited the island on at least 26 occasions. Now you tell me what you think Bill was possibly doing on the island and why you think he kept on going back. Bill is just another Masonic puppet. Bill, like Walt Disney, was a member of the Masonic Demolay organization. The Demolay is a Masonic youth organization for teens to the age of 21. This Masonic youth program is usually for children of Freemasons, meaning Clinton comes from a family of Masons. The Demolay is where they prepare these puppets from childhood to become perfect Masonic puppets in adulthood. The next person on the list we need to talk about is Bill Clinton's wife, Hillary. While it is unclear if Hillary was on the island with her husband, Epstein's documents still named her as an associate of Jeffrey. In my opinion, I believe she knew exactly what was going on that island and what her husband was doing attending that island. I myself would be zero amount surprised if it is released that she was on that island with her husband and participated in those activities. Even though these two were named on the document, I can almost guarantee you they won't face any consequences for their involvement. The Clintons' involvement will most likely be explained off as some business dealings when we all know just what business Jeffrey was in. These two will walk away scotch-free, just like the next name on the list, former President Donald Trump. Donald Trump's relationship with Epstein goes back many years. Online, you can find photos of them partying together, as Trump seemed to be close to the man at some point. While it wasn't discovered that Trump was one of Jeffrey's guests on the island, what was discovered was that Trump did fly on Epstein's private jet where disturbing things were known to go down.
I always like to say, man, that people look at Trump like, you know, he's going to be the savior. But when in all actuality, he's a part of it, because there's no such thing as the left wing or the right wing. They all have one agenda. It's all about who's going to run it. OK, and so, you know, as you can tell, look what he's partaking in. Look how long he has been partaking in this. So
Trump flew at least 4 documented times in 1993, as well as once in 1994, 1995, and in 1997. The flights were between Palm Beach, Florida, and New York City airports, with one flight in 1994 stopping at Ronald Reagan's Washington National Airport. Whether Trump was on the island or not, this would remain a mystery for now, but I wouldn't put it past any of these people. What's interesting is that Epstein's brother once said that Jeffrey had told him dark secrets about Trump and Hillary that would end their political careers. His direct quote was, "If I said what I know about both candidates, they'd have had to cancel the election." That's what Jeffrey told me in 2016. Mark said this in reference to the Hillary and Trump election. Trump, like all the rest of the presidents, is nothing more than a Masonic puppet. His presidential run was planned years in advance. He was always meant to be president. That's how the Simpsons and the Illuminati card game were able to hint at this years before it happened. Another big name in politics that was named in the document was Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Robert, just like the other's name, flew on Epstein's private plane. Robert, who is now running for president in 2024, has presented himself as someone against the agenda, but we all know he is just controlled opposition. I wouldn't be surprised if he visited the infamous island like Clinton has. Another important name, though not a politician, is still an important figure, was the former FBI director Louis Freeh. I wonder what business the former director of the FBI had with a man like Jeffrey. According to the documents, Lewis is only on the list because he had knowledge of President Bill Clinton's travels on Jeffrey's plane, technically admitting the authorities themselves were behind covering all of this up. While they chose to reveal the names, they are still doing their part to protect these people. Another world leader who was named in the document was no other than Prince Andrew. According to the documents, it is alleged that Prince Andrew visited Epstein's home in Palm Beach, Florida, staying at his home for weeks at a time and getting massages multiple times a day. It is even alleged that the prince visited the island where he participated in activities with the girls there. While the prince denies all these allegations, it is hard to believe him when there's undeniable proof he hung out with Epstein, stood in his house, and even kept associating with Epstein even after he was exposed and convicted for being a complete monster. It is alleged that he visited the island because he obviously did, in my opinion. Prince Andrew, just like the rest of the royal family, are Freemasons and come from a Masonic family. The royal family is all a part of the Freemason, with the Duke of Kent, who is a cousin of the late Queen Elizabeth, being the Grand Master of the United Grand Lodge of England for the last 55 years. You think it's a coincidence that all these men have ties to the Masonic order? I don't think so at all. These were just a few of the names I look into when it comes to the political leaders, not all of them. I will be going through most of them in my Patreon video. Now I want to move on to the celebrities that were named as associates of Jeffrey Epstein. The first name I wanted to talk about was Michael Jackson. According to the documents, Michael was spotted at Jeffrey's Palm Beach home. While it is unknown what Michael was doing there, we can all imagine what he was there for. I recently did an uncensored breakdown on Michael Jackson on my Patreon. While there is one made here on YouTube, it is highly censored. In that video, I made it clear that Michael was a Masonic puppet and was definitely into the things he was being accused of. So learning that he was at the home of a man who has a similar reputation does not surprise me at all. So many people make excuses for Michael as they want so hard to believe he was innocent. The thing is, Michael was the chosen one in the industry. He became the biggest artist in the world. You really believe the Masons weren't behind him? He was 100 times bigger than Drake, and you really think they let him get that big without him being a puppet? Michael put occult imagery in his works because he was an occultist. Knowing he hung out with Jeffrey paints a picture of what Michael was really into. The next celebrity that—
But I do believe that Mike started to become or feel like, he started to feel as if, certain things was wrong. And when he started to speak out about it, that's when he received the end result.
Revealed in the document to be associated with Jeffrey was the diehard actor Bruce Willis. According to the documents, the only reason Bruce and a few other celebrities were mentioned was because Jeffrey would name drop them as his associates while he was being massaged. This is how they're going to try to cover this up. Bruce Willis's daughter has recently come out this year and stated that Bruce has dementia. Interestingly enough, just months before his name would be brought up as an associate of Jeffrey. Bruce, just like the rest of the people on the list, is another Masonic puppet. He can be seen just like the other puppets doing the one-eye symbolism showing he took the oath. All of these people are a part of the same club, and this is what this list is revealing. Leonardo DiCaprio is another big-name actor who was named in the Epstein document. According to the documents, he was named for the same reason Bruce was named, because Epstein would name drop DiCaprio to girls massaging him after getting off the phone with them. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Leo DiCaprio was visiting his Palm Beach home or flew on his private jet to his island. While it is not reported that he did, I still find it highly concerning that Epstein saw Leo as a friend. I'm not surprised though, as Leo, just like the rest of those we mentioned so far, is another Masonic puppet. I made a video where I spoke about actors that sold out, and Leo was one of them. This to me just further proves that. Chris Tucker was another celebrity who was named in a document. It is being reported that Chris Tucker was on Jeffrey's private plane. While some blogs are misreporting that Chris visited the island at least once, I didn't see this in any of the documents. What I saw was that he did meet and travel with him to a trip to Africa. Chris Tucker, is one of those comedians that sold out to Hollywood just like Cat Williams was talking about. He, like many other celebrities, could be seen doing the one-eye symbolism. All of the names are associated for a reason because they all took the Masonic oath and were most likely at Epstein's Island to participate in those disturbing rituals they were doing over there. Kevin Spacey was another person named in the documents. Kevin Spacey, just like Chris Tucker, claims to have only met Jeffrey when he flew on his private plane. He denied ever flying to his island, but knowing his current reputation, I think otherwise. All of these celebrities just so happen to travel on a plane owned by this disturbing man. All these people are also acting like Epstein's activities weren't going on those private planes while they were riding in them. Kevin Spacey, just like the rest of the people we mentioned, is also a Masonic puppet, as he can be seen doing the one-eye symbolism pose time after time again. This clearly speaks for itself. Naomi Campbell was another celebrity name that's being associated with Jeffrey. Naomi was friends with Epstein and was actually a part of his contacts list. Again, she denies going to his island and claims she only met him through an ex-boyfriend. But I myself am not buying this. I believe this relationship went further. Naomi, just like the rest of the people I named so far, is clearly a Masonic puppet. Not only does she have plenty of photos showing she took the Masonic oath doing the one-eye symbolism, but she was recently gifted a vacation home on a private island by her billionaire boyfriend. The vacation home just so happens to be shaped like the Eye of Horus, a symbol that has been adopted by the Masonic order for centuries. We cannot make this up. She is clearly showing she's a puppet. In my opinion, if you're in any way associated with Epstein, you are a part of their club. Another man named on the document was George Lucas, the creator of the Star Wars franchise. Lucas was another one of the people that Jeffrey bragged about being friends with. Whether Lucas ever made it to Jeffrey's Island is not known as of yet. What I do know is that Lucas is another Masonic puppet, as he based his Star Wars movie off the Knights Templars. I think I should make a full video breaking this down. If you want to see that, comment Star Wars below. Cameron Diaz is another celebrity named on the documents, but just like Lucas, it wasn't confirmed if she was on his island. All it was reported was that she was name dropped by Jeffrey while getting massages. Cameron Diaz, just like the other celebrities mentioned, can also be seen doing the one-eye symbolism. She is a part of the club and most likely participated in those rituals as well. Another Hollywood name on the list was Cate Blanchett, who is an actor and a Hollywood film producer. Kate, like others, was named in the document as an associate of Jeffrey. I couldn't confirm if she went to his island or his home, but it is reported they were somehow associated. What's interesting is that Kate is a Masonic puppet like all the rest of them. She actually was the woman chanting rituals for the movie Eyes Wide Shut during the ritual that was going on during the movie. Eyes Wide Shut was a movie about the elite's private parties. She can also be seen doing the Masonic one-eye symbolism on many occasions like all the rest of these celebrities. Even the celebrity magician David Copperfield was another man named in those documents. According to these documents, he attended dinners at Epstein's home in Palm Beach. It's even reported that he knew about Epstein's entire operation since they were good friends. If you ask me, it's obvious that Copperfield is guilty of doing way more. These were just some of the names revealed, but there are still so many. These people are clearly all a part of the same club and took the same oath. World leaders and celebrities are now running around denying their involvement, trying to play cleanup. It's obvious what's going on, but the media will spread confusion and try to deny all these puppets' involvement. This is not the list these celebrities were afraid of. Even though it is being reported that these are all the names associated in the recent document, it's not true. There are still so many people who were kept protected, as this is not Jeffrey's true flight logs. I will dig much deeper into the Patreon video, as I can talk freely over there and not have to worry about anything. On that video, I will tell you exactly what I believe these monsters had going on. Like I said,
I just find it sick, y'all, that an empire, a whole empire. I'm talking about this man Epstein was able to become a billionaire that could own his own private jets, that was able to associate with the elite, okay, that had its own island. I mean, all of this was built at the expense of innocent children. Some adults as well, like spirit cookings took place over here, which means that we know that, you know, it was a lot of sick things that took place, y'all. How is this possible? How is this happening under the noses of the people who are supposed to be leading us in the right direction, y'all? How can we have faith in a government that would allow this to happen? It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense because as you can see, a lot of large names that were associated with the government was on this list. It's sad, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below, man. Do you believe, man, that these people actually partook, or do you believe that they were going over there for political reasons? I mean, because I know that's what's going to come out in the media. They was going over there for political reasons. But my only question would be, why would you even want to host a political party or anything, a celebration, whatever you want to call it, on this island when you know what this island is associated with? Why? It don't make sense, man. Is that a good look for your campaign in any way, form, or fashion? Y'all let me know in the comment section below, man. And with that being said, man, make sure that you get over to YouTube and follow me on I Am Awakend. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I Am Awakend _chosen one. And I just want to leave you as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashay.